Glad to have you here with us, and every so often we get to spend a little bit of time with our friend Eric Tidmore. He is with 1% Lists Scenic City. Good to see you, Eric, as always.
Good to see you, Chip.
Since the last time you were here, which has been roughly a month, how has the listing, buying, and selling process been?
Well, we have seen some rate decreases, within the last 10 days.
Right.
We're at the lowest rate, for a potential buyer that we've seen in 2025.
How is that going to translate into your business?
Well, we represent buyers and sellers, but the thing for sellers, there's going to be more people enter the market. There's going to be more potential buyers because they're getting a little bit more house for the money. Every 1% that the rate potentially drops is about 10% of affordability or 10% more in your payment, depending on which side you're looking at.
That adds up to real money.
It does, especially when you were looking at, rates at 3, 3.5, 4. 60% of Americans have a rate under 4% currently.
Wow.
That's a big number.
That is a big number.
Makes it hard to move.
Tell us a little bit about how your particular business model works, because ever since I heard about it, it's been pretty intriguing.
Absolutely. It's 1% list. So we are the brokerage. Like you normally see brokerages around town. 1% list isn't a team, it's the actual brokerage. All of our agents are licensed in Georgia and Tennessee. And with that being said, the listing fee's 1%. Our name says it all.
1%.
1%.
What do the other guys typically charge?
3, some of them 4%, just on the listing side.
And on the buying side, it's another...
Well, 2.5, 3 is what we typically see, but about a year ago, things changed to where it was actually the buyer's kind of responsibility to cover their own commission.
Right.
Now that really hasn't taken effect like everyone kind of thought it may. They're asking as a concession. It can be asked for as a concession, just like a closing cost or a title policy or a home warranty.
Right.
Hey, pay my commission.
I have seen your signs popping up all over town.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, a lot of those just over the past 30 to 60 days. Do you attribute that to the recent drop in interest rates or what?
I am pushing hard to build this brokerage. We've covered a lot of ground since April the 15th. Yesterday, we were actually ranked 31 in the local MLS, and that's out of over 3,000 agents. Wow. If you see billboards around town, you're going to see our guaranteed cash offer. You want to hit the easy button? We're not a wholesaler. We're not a middleman. I am actually the buyer of your house. If you have a house that needs a roof, you think, oh, I don't want to put this on the market. I've got stuff everywhere. It needs carpet. It needs hardwood flooring. I make you a cash offer. We close when you want to close.
How quickly, if someone does decide they want to do that, is your typical closing period?
Typically, about 7 to 8 days as soon as title work is done. Now that can differ per what county you're in. If you're in North Georgia, it could be 12 to 15 days to get title work back. Here in Hamilton County right now, we're running 7 to 9 days.
That's still remarkably fast.
It's fast. What
is it compared if you go through a typical real estate company as far as the closing period goes?
Well, your typical transaction right now for the Chattanooga MLS is 54 days on the market. That's it. That's the average days on the market. That doesn't really mean anything. We have to look at days on the market for your neighborhood. Your neighborhood may be 14 days on the market. Once we have a contract, we're looking at about 30 days to close that transaction.
That is remarkably speedy. So you're cutting out a lot of the red tape and a lot of the middleman or middlewoman stuff that a lot of buyers and sellers both have to contend with.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you take the guaranteed cash offer, it's easy button. You want to leave trash in the garage. You've got stuff you want to leave in the house. We buy the house the way it is. You take what you want. We close on it. You pick the closing date. It's a cash transaction. No inspections, no appraisal.
No inspection, no appraisal, no nothing.
That's correct.
Wow. And again, you can do that closing within 7 or 8 days.
That's correct.
That is phenomenal. What else do we need to know about 1%?
Our agents are experienced. In my career, I have over 1,200 sales. And the majority of those were listings, actually listing a seller's property and, all the way to closing. Another important thing about 1% list, you're going to talk to other agents. You could be interviewing an agent, hey, what about this 1% guy that I saw on TV with Chip? Oh, he don't do this, he don't do that. That is false. We do everything. Professional photos, negotiate the contracts, negotiate repairs, negotiate appraisal issues if in case we have one, schedule closing. We're there hand in hand with you till the day we walk out of closing.
Nice to have somebody who is working for you and with you every step of the way, because that can be a very nerve-wracking process when you're in the process of selling a home, right?
That's true. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And not only do you get all the services, you get Eric here and his great team. Good to see you as
Good to
always.
see you, Chip. Thank you so much.
Check them out, and this leads into our question of the day. It's quick and it's easy. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Buy, yes, or sell. Yes. Let us know what you think, and we are happy to have our friends here for 1% Lists Scenic City. Again, hop on the QR code and let us know what you think. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Stick around. We have much more of Let's Chat on the way after this.